Okay, it's 5:32. I gotta keep an ear out for the ding. So like 5:49. Listen for the ding.
That's what
I,
time it is now.
now it's 5:33.
Oh.
I'm got something in the oven. I'm baked some scalloped potatoes. I just got the cheater ones at the store. Put in the oven. I didn't like actually make the scalloped potatoes. I just they were on sale. They have a shelf in the grocery store where they have reduced discounted price food. They just got to get rid of, or like the meat right there,
Yeah.
and then they had that. And so I just cuz I mean we could eat we could live on potatoes, you know,
Yeah,
and eggs and
yeah.
beans and rice. I mean, we're good at poor.
We're surviving.
Yeah, we got plenty of stuff in the freezer, dude. We had a pretty good. I got that turkey bacon. I and you liked it pretty okay. You didn't say that it was too heavy or like you couldn't eat it or you didn't like it. You ate it all because I don't want to eat pork. I feel like it's not good for us, so I'm trying to keep that. But I like meat. I need high protein. I'm O positive blood. I need meat, and I like a good steak every now and again. Not all the time, because it can hurt my stomach if I eat it too much. Binds you up. Like, you got like 15 feet of intestines in there, and people clog it up with all kinds of weird shit. It's weird, man. Like, how infantile the human race is. Like I see videos where dudes were gathered around a bathroom, a stall, because somebody took a crap and it was really big. So they all wanted to see it. It's like this is what the human race has evolved to. Like that's it. Like, oh, look at the big shit. Like, somebody fucking hates themselves so much that they have to stuff themselves to the gourds. That's the result. I mean, it's sad. It's sad that this is where the world's come from. Oh, that was the preheat button.
That was the one.
That's not the right button. That's not the right ding.
There's several buttons, aren't there?
Yeah, that's not the alarm one. That's because I had it on 350 per the instructions, and for 22 minutes, and it's still frozen solid all the way through. I'm just like, dude, the people that make the instructions for the item don't even know. Like, do people? That's what instructions are. Is you do the thing, get the desired product, and then write how you got the desired product. That's how recipes are made. It's you do it and then you explain how you did the thing. People just put words down. Maybe that's how it is, but if it's not, I'm not going to be around anyway, and I'll still get my paycheck. That's what freaking I'm having a hard time. Because when I moved to Oregon, I thought things were going to be different. My life imploded. And then I thought things were going to start getting better. And then fucking COVID happened.
What's COVID?
And then I thought that things were going to start getting better. And then we had to fucking move and ended up in New Mexico. And then I fucking thought things were going to get better. And then we end up in a fucking place surrounded by freaking mental illness. And it's seeping into my world. And I'm having a fucking hard enough time trying to stay happy enough that other people are comfortable with the level of my happiness because they're not with my fucking misery. Doesn't make them good. It makes people uncomfortable. When I get cried, they get uncomfortable. And it's like, why don't fucking anybody do anything to make my life a little bit more comfortable? Because God knows I have made more than one person, their life, comfortable on this planet. That wasn't you and wasn't me. Today. How many other fucking people on this planet can say that? They can't. That's why everything's flushing down the toilet, because all that matters is money. All that matters is money, property, prestige, taking this, taking that. What's mine is mine, and what's yours, I want it too. And it's a spiritual abnormality. It's a whole population of people void of spirit, void of any kind of connection to source, void of any kind of acknowledgement of anything outside themselves that says don't do that because their fucking parents never did. You got a whole bunch of spoiled brats running around. Well, don't. I'm seeing 12, 13, 14-year-olds getting arrested for rape because their mommy and fucking daddy didn't say no, baby. Clean your room. Don't put the video. You got to discipline yourself. You can't always do what you want to do because it feels good because they let that escalate. I keep seeing stuff about, well, thank you for taking time out of the revolution to watch a freaking stupid, you know what yesterday was? At least on my feed, on social media, people are like, I bet you never expected to see people summoning demons. But that's exactly what these people are doing. And they have been the whole time. They never not. I mean, I get little tidbits all the time. Mom likes old shows. She likes to watch Rockford Files. Just today, earlier, they're talking about Joe. You know, if you read it, you know, he's a 32nd degree Freemason. You know, he's a stellar guy. You know, and it's like, dude, all these stellar men in clubs. I don't care, and women, because there's women's clubs too. It's these freaking people that hide out, you know, and it's not just like their agendas. It's the freaking nasty, gross shit that they do to serve their gods after dark. It's that stuff. That has perpetuated to a level of it's in your face, and people are like, go stupid sports team! Go stupid sports team! What was I listening today? That it was a sin? Like, because I get a lot of this Bible stuff, too, on my feeds. Like, it's a sin to, like, put your hands on the skin of a pig. Like, you know, and then these guys, they're playing football. Hey, everybody, look at it, touch that. Hey, you, touch it, you know. Touch that pig skin, touch it. Hey, you touch it. You touch it. All for our freaking demigods. And then we'll let all these middle midgets that are gonna watch us and spend all their money, you know, like they can't. There's people all over the place can't freaking don't like. It's getting bad out there. It's getting bad for a lot of people, and it's gonna get bad for a lot more people. And the thing of it is I see at least a little while. I don't know how long it's gonna last, but it's like money's not gonna matter. Like you can have all the freaking money, but if you're a freaking douche, people are not going to want to provide you goods and services. You know? Like, look at all the people across all the lands that is sold out. They're all mad about, oh, China's buying up all the land, America's big old land grab, all these other countries. Well, guess what? Who's selling to them? You sell to the highest bidder. I blame the people that sell out to the highest bidder. Instead of doing their neighbor, it's someone in their own community is solid and letting them take over it but no, everything's about money. You gotta make money because you gotta do stuff with money. I think about the mentalities of people that care so much about money. They're the ones that are freaking they're the ones that are all about butt stuff. The rich end up in the ER, you know? Today was because that one girl, I'm reminded of this stuff all the time. I know the grossness of freaking Steven Spielberg, you know, that young, I was like her, around her age. I knew I knew that was suspicious then. And then she just died. Because it was around the time that mom had a prolapse rectum, and doctor said that happened to a lot of kids in her generation from being sodomized when they were little. Dude, Sodom and Gomorrah. I mean, freaking people are all about chasing sensations, and you got these little. It's these little freaking creeps. It's these little freaking crowd. I know. I can see. They're in the crowd. They're these little. The predator. They're so weak, and they might be in a big stature, in a big person. You know. Because I look at a predator as a big guy, at a guy that's like 6'2", 6'3". They come at me all the fucking time in the store. It's a dominance thing. They always walk at me. I won't fucking booge. And then they'll bump off. I'll let them run into me. I'm like, I'm little, but it's like running into a brick wall, isn't it? Because they have the same mentality. They're tiny, tiny people that do that. And I'm not talking about every tall guy walks out. I'm not saying that. And people freaking perceive shit that is so weird. I am saying that the people that do that, the people that will come at that want you to arrange your energy field for them, for power and control, that is the mentality that escalates. Because these creepy little freaking pervy dudes, they're tiny. That's why they go after small people. Makes them feel bigger. You go after a smaller person, a younger version of and then plus they get extra points for taking somebody's essence. That Schneider dude, I wonder how many points he got for freaking ruining Amanda Bynes. Evidently the guy's lost 100 pounds. I hope it's the demons that are eating him away. Because men like him, they don't get to have good lives. And there's too many out there. And women that have caused so much strife, so much pain in so many areas. Just for control. Because they can. These are the freaking monsters I have been speaking out of my whole entire life. I got suspended on my 13th birthday. I could verify it, prove it. I got the card signed by I was a softball manager. I couldn't go to school on my birthday that year because Mr. Smith was a dirty old man, and I called him one, and I got suspended. And I started noticing, like, how the creeps and the pervs and the weirdos, how they're glorified. And the bullies protected. You know? Like, don't drink and drive, but then the cops always got each other home. I started looking in every area where stuff was like that was going on. Anywhere where people were saying, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's against the rules. Why they themselves do these weird, monstrous, morbid, twisted, bizarre things. I mean, when people are more earthbound, that they care more about chasing sensations than they do the spiritual conditioning of those around them in their environment, that is a sickness to me. That is an imbalance to me. When people care more about, like, I live in New Mexico, man. It is all over Twitter. I just get just story after story like this, like down and out. It's just criminal corruption. You know, people say it's the land of entrapment. Enchantment is trickery. To me, enchantment is trying to get somebody believe, hey, it's a great place. Oh, yeah? Zorro Ranch. Epstein had a freaking ranch here, too. Just all this stuff. It's like all these people are allowed to do terrible things and then it just falls away. And then, you know, more people do terrible things and then it falls away. I can't believe I caught that. And then more, you know, more seedy, more gross for money, profit. When I used to take meetings to the jail at Potawatomi County Jail, Council Bluffs, I used to bring in I'd go in and share my experience, strength, and hope with these girls, you know. Maybe hopes is they wouldn't get out and not pick up the drink or the drug or whatever it was that got them back there, you know. Or the thievery or the, you know, whatever it is that people do to escape. Anyway, and this is back in like 2007, you know, this is a long time ago, and they tell me about how, oh yeah, you know, like she comes out, you know, they come up here, they work, and then, oh, you're not legal. So they put him in jail, and then they let him sit there, and then they draw funds for a person and sit in jail, and they got to account for food. She's just a pawn. People are just pawns. And in New Mexico, it's privatized prisons everywhere. You speak out against somebody, you're going to end up in jail. You know? I mean, there's like, I get stuff about people that get arrested, and they're like, dude, and then they're like, oh, wait, you aren't supposed to be in there. Oh, goodness, oh, dear. Well, we'll just have to let them out, I guess, then, huh? It's just like, no apology, no disruption of service, because they're getting a paycheck for it, right? All right. I think a lot of people would be good. Like if you went into junior high and started like by like, okay, kid, you're a Capricorn Virgo, what do you want to do? Around junior high, right? Because I knew I wanted to cook. I wanted to be a chef, and then later I determined I didn't want to do that as a career because I wouldn't enjoy it. I would end up hating it, I think. So I went IT. Yeah, I went that way instead. But I keep seeing a lot of people that can't take care of themselves. I mean, I have a lot of skills, and I worry about it sometimes. About being okay with mom and the dogs, just because people don't feel like letting me live. I'm so freaking clean too, and I wasn't always clean. It is part of the evolution process of coming to terms that or coming to a place that it's like, if you give a shit about things, you need to act like it and stand up and treat the thing like you care about it, right? Caring is action. I care about my family, want to keep the environment clean, keeps down dust, dander. Mom won't get sick, I won't get sick, stuff like that. And plus, I'm real sensitive to smells. Super sensitive to smells. So because I didn't have control over it when I was a little girl, and now I do, Just like musty smells. It doesn't even matter. The importance is cleanliness. I get why they say cleanliness is next to godliness, Took me a long time to figure it out. I'm glad I did. That's what life, as I understand it, is about. Is to learn lessons. Is to do those things that serve you, your spirit. To help you create more things to help other people. And people just don't see things like I do. And it makes life very uncomfortable. And all day long I was just like, dude, like, at what point am I going to be like, I just can't do it anymore? And what is it? I know I've lived a lot of incarnations. I just am like so many other people, I'm just so tired. Like, I haven't had a day off in 7 years. I've done the same day. With the exception of having to move halfway across the country again. To keep my family together? I mean, we can't make a world that's better than that. Like, I can't find a part of the world that can't put me in a better situation with the freaking tweaker and the drunks next door. And the freaking lazy ass neighbor back here, who their freaking garbage blows I mean, these people don't care about anything but themselves and what they want to do. And there's this person's like that, and that person's like that, and that person, and I'm just like going through world like, what the fuck? Why? You know, I watch people and it's like, okay, they're happy because they you know, their life is, they have an idea of how they want their life to be, and they got their life to fit that way, and they're happy. I'm trying to be happy because in the picture in my mind of how my life is does not match anything I ever tried to create. Never in my fucking life did I want to live in fucking Taos, goddamn New Mexico. You know what? I mean, people here don't even fucking draw sober breaths, hardly. Like, the majority. There's like 7. I mean, it's just the imbalance. People don't... I'm just not having fun. And I keep trying to meet people and like going to places where I think like-minded people are gonna be. Oh, okay, maybe we got something in common. Okay, here's my number. Oh, you're just another drunk too. Okay. My bad. You're just more of what the shit that I fucking want to see change in the world. Okay. I guess I'll keep looking over here. Or over here. Or over here. Hey, anybody else want to create some shit to make anything better for anybody besides themselves? Anybody on this fucking... I mean, seriously, like, really? Like, when I fucking think of the fucking abundance of fucking horse shit that cycled through yesterday based on a fucking football game... I'm having a real hard time finding an Earth on this planet that's like worth living on, because like, you know, and I've been lonely a long time. People make fun of me. Oh, you've been looking for your people here. You still haven't found them, huh? Yeah, isn't it funny? Just looking for people of integrity that are service-minded, that want to work hard, then have some fun, play, while they're working, all the while being safe. I guess it's just me. I mean, I've been watching YouTube, I've been watching so many people on YouTube for so long. You know, like I'm in their comments and stuff like that. And it's like not one of these motherfuckers, not fucking one of them have ever come to my channel except for Bex. To see. Except for Bex. I think Kijin too, so 2 people. But do they have channels anymore? I don't know, sometimes. But I'm just like, that's an imbalance. That tells me that these people are not really about... I heard fucking Leo Cub the other day talking about, as long as anybody's authentic, I'm going to endorse and support what I do. Oh, really, dude? Because that's when I started saying Cubs cannot be kings. Back in 2020, 2019. Because he fucking jumped on my shit in his chat for telling people I did videos. And evidently there's an unwritten code somewhere that you can't promote yourself. Nobody else is gonna fucking promote me. Who else is, you know? Like, somebody could have used something I said in that moment, but he's a stifler. Tiny little man. Cubs can never be kings. But have fun in your eclipse. All those people that are freaking spending any kind of energy, money, resources to go from any place to any place else. Just remember all the fucking cities and little towns and communities that you're driving through where fucking people are desperate and fucking falling through the cracks. But, just keep playing. Keep playing. You'll meet them there. It's just how it is. It's just how it is. It's not how I even want. I don't even talk about things on here like in a way like, this is how I want things to be. No. This is years of watching where consequences happen, positive and negative, where instant karmic retribution comes to play. And it sometimes where karmic retribution is so instant, and you might not even get it back in this lifetime. Your last breath will reincarnate as something. You know? I'm just trying to be, I'm so messed up. I never liked organized religion. I've been looking for answers, like, you know, in spiritual sense my whole life. Ever since, Mom, you go to church or religious science. I mean, we have this background. We have a extensive background on research, and Mom never was interested in Catholicism because she grew up Catholic and they were mean to her. Why would someone want, you know, like, mean, you know? I'm so over mean. It is so, I'm just like, I show up all my trying to smile and be cool, and people are just mean. Just mean. It's a whole lot of mean. I did have a positive experience at 9 to 5 printing today. I went and shipped off the stone to Omaha. And the people in there are pretty cool. They're pretty nice. You know, and a lot of people they see things as I do. You know, a lot of people they're like me. It's like, they got kids, family, you know, it's like, how do you get together in increments of a couple hours to do things to invoke change, you know? Anyway. I don't even want to be like, I just say things as I see them, and things are just gonna get real dark. It's just gonna get, and it doesn't have to be like that. I think that is what is the most frustrating part, is like, it doesn't have to be like, if people would have, if you know, like back in COVID and just been like, oh God, health matters, you know, I better start doing what I needed to do to take care of myself, because not everybody's guaranteed this life, a long life, right? So put effort. Even though, you know, even if you get hit by a bus, but if you try every day, that's where my head says, if I try every day, if I try to do something better than I couldn't do it yesterday, if I at least try, even if I don't succeed, the try should matter. And so many people have given up. They don't try to do nothing. And I guarantee they'll feel better if they try. If they do, it's proven time and time again. If you feel bad about your situation in life, go around people that have worse situations, and then see what you can do to help in it. It makes people feel better. It just does. It just does. You getting hungry, Mom? Hey, busted muffin. I won't talk too much longer. Dangerous neighborhood. That's what I was called. That's used another A. It's like, dude, I don't even got to go to AA meetings. All I got to do is watch Mom. And then I was like, dude, are all those women in the groups, was all that scripted too? And then I started thinking about it. I'm like, well, I did hear, you know, my fist stuff coming out of other people's mouths and stuff before, you know, and there are a lot of Freemasons. It's just more of the club. I didn't fit in the club. That's why I moved out of Omaha. Cause I'm like, dude, you know, if it came down, you know, I'm still the outsider. I've lived here 15 fucking years, and these people still treat me like the outsider. You know, and they would like invite me over and you over on Christmas, almost for like brownie points. You know what I mean? And I just found out that a lot of people, because that's what they tell you, you know, if you do AA right, then no one will ever know that you don't like them. And I really didn't think, I thought everybody liked me. I thought, well, no, not everybody, but it was more people. It turned out that I didn't have any friends. Because when I left, you know, I mean, there's so much technology, it should have kept us together in contact. And then I started, I said, but you know what? So, like, and these people I care about, you know? And then I started seeing, like, if I stay, I said, these people are, they have their families, they have their. I'm always on the outskirt, like, like, when they pass, am I going to be in the room, Like, and if I pass, are they going to be in the, I started looking around, I said, I don't have no close relationships like that with anybody, and I keep trying. And people don't want it. People don't want to like me. They never have. Like, like, like the idea of me having a crush on somebody is just, it's like, to them, it's been like mortifying, And I am so old fashioned. I'm one of those people that, like, like, we'll hang out 3 months before I'll even think about, like, smooching it. You know what I mean? Or letting, like, at least, like, I'm gonna know somebody before I'm gonna freaking become physical with them. I mean, how many people on this planet exist right now because their parents just, like, wanted to fucking chuck, and then she got knocked up? Like, if people waited to see if they like the person, that they can even figure out if the person is even safe to be with. How many people around here freaking beat up their freaking. There's so much domestic violence because the demons are in them, because they get taken with the drugs and the booze. They lose their minds, they lose their soul. The demon comes in, they lose control. I didn't mean to. It was an accident. I blacked out. I saw red. I drank too much. Well, if those are the things that happen when you drink, and you continue to drink, and they continue to happen, that's insanity. And then I look at all the important people that sit in positions of authority that they've given themselves because I give them none. And then they stand behind freaking bigger men with guns that says, support what we say. And if anyone disagrees with us, see, I'm a peaceful being. They don't got to worry about me. I ain't gonna hurt. It's like you got all these people out here, like, going crazy, freaking going out, killing people here, kill people. I'm trying to help preserve life. I'm trying to get them to give a shit about themselves and care enough about themselves that instead of taking all those free handouts that you get in town for all those free handouts and, and putting on all those extra pounds year in, year out from saying, that you're protecting and serving, the only thing you're serving is yourself. But I see their cars hanging out, the Masonic, it's just more of the fucking fraternal brotherhood of horse shit. And that all that ideology just needs to die so we can free up resources where there's more for other people. New Mexico has what? $3 trillion freaking surplus. They just got, no, 3 billion. 3, excuse me. 3 trillion. That's a lot of money to just be sitting somewhere waiting for somebody to decide what they're going to do with it while so many people are freaking struggling to freaking feed their kids or keep that freaking raggedy ass car going, and then the freaking state police pull the raggedy ass car drivers over when they can't fucking afford this hassle, man. Go after the fucking Tesla Bronco fucking D-bag Jeep fucking tools. Go after them, not the fucking people that just really don't need another freaking somebody that isn't doing good orderly direction, because making people's lives miserable is not good orderly direction. Making people suffer for a tally mark on a tallywhacker's wall just doesn't seem right. And as far as all these other people that are coming over to America, get used to it, because look at all the countries that we've bombed in the last 20, 30. We misplaced a lot of people. And yeah, there's going to people be in those groups that are really freaking mad. Maybe we might consider making it up to them. You know what I mean? I mean, puddles of people. All these people bitching about immigrant. We're migratory people. It's the people without souls that say, put up a wall and you can be here and you can be there and you can't be there and don't be there and hey, who are you and your credential. You know, I think about credentials and freaking diplomas and stuff like that. Anytime, like I would love to have the last psychiatrist I had a conversation with, the guy was telling me about his woes. About how he lost his wife and how he was evolved. And I'm just like, well, I hope you get into action and start working to help other, in your spare time too. I just am just always just hope it works out for you, dude. You know? But these people know more than me because they read books. That's why I think like college is stupid. Like you have a teacher, okay? You have a person that stands up in front of a class and they say, and then in the beginning they give you a syllabus and it says, this is all the stuff, these are books, this is everything, this is the class on this paper, right? And if you do everything on this paper in a manner in which I think is acceptable, you will get a piece of paper that says that these teachers collectively think that you are an acceptable human being. Based on... For me, it was just always giving them what they wanted. Because I always thought school was so stupid. But it was more... It took about a couple weeks to figure out, okay, now what does this teacher want? And then there's the teachers that it doesn't matter. You give them what you want. And they're not going to fash you anyway just because they don't like you. I've had those teachers too. But they just chalk it up. Me being, oh, Marge, you're just, it's just me. I'm always the problem. When I'm never allowed to explain or express myself. And if I were, things would be different. But people without souls will shut any kind of emotion down. Like soulless people. And I'm not saying that they've never had one. I'm just saying that they have taken steps in their life to choose to come from a place void of spirit. And the consequences are going to be grave.